Hello!
Hi!
Welcome back to the Landline podcast.
Woo!
We're so excited to be back
We really are.
for pod number 2.
Yeah.
I think we have some really fun stuff to talk about today.
I agree.
I'm very, very excited about this one,
Something
actually.
we're both very, very passionate about. We loved doing it in high school. It was one of our favorite things. So
We're very, very excited to talk about it. But before we get there, I think we should give everybody a little week update. What's been going on this week? So much went on this week. That was so much fun.
It was Labor Day weekend.
Labor Day weekend. I stayed home this weekend.
I went to the lake. It was great.
But we just kind of chilled out, had a very, very relaxing kind of weekend.
Yeah.
And then, as many of y'all know, on Labor Day, we got to release our first ever podcast, and we got to share it with you guys.
It was a lot of fun.
And we've gotten so much positive feedback on it already. And
we love our friends who have watched and
guys.
subscribed.
Y'all are literally amazing. I cannot with all of you guys. Like, you genuinely make me so happy. I'm just like, what? So that whole experience is so much fun, and made for quite the memorable day.
Yeah.
Probably made my month, to be honest. But it was very exciting. And now we're back for number 2.
Of course.
Which is just awesome. What else happened this week?
Let's see.
Went to classes, obviously.
Yeah, normal classes. Love my Wednesday class.
We had some electricity problems. Do you want to tell them about that?
Yeah, I get home from Labor Day yesterday. Labor Day was on Monday. I got back Tuesday because I have no classes Monday. But, and I turn on a light switch downstairs and it electrocutes me, which is...
Hopefully nothing will happen and I'll know.
It's just so cute. It was so happy to walk into my home and immediately get electrocuted. That was like what I was looking forward to, obviously. But then we were like, I thought, I have a bunch of stuff in my hand. Maybe it's just static electricity, just accident. Just got out of the car. I had keys in my hand. I had a bag. I had a million things I was carrying while I got electrocuted. And then we're about to leave to go to Walmart to get meal prep for the week. And I get electrocuted again on the same light switch.
Absolutely.
And that was just exactly what I needed in that moment. A little boost of energy.
It was just,
really.
It was shocking, some might say.
So, that was wonderful. And so I called the maintenance people. And they came and fixed it. Thank goodness. I tried the light switch. I did not get electrocuted. It was great. The maintenance guy was hot.
Absolutely. I didn't see
One
him.
of them was. The other one was old. But
it's okay. Shout out maintenance guys.
Yeah, that was great. And I later learned, because I didn't see our other roommate yesterday until way too late. And so she came in today. And I was like, I called maintenance because the light switch electrocuted me. And she's like, it got me too. I was like, and you didn't say anything to me? Love you, by the way. But I was like, what do you mean it got you and you didn't tell me?
She got shocked and just decided not to say anything.
I know. I was like, okay.
I didn't get shocked.
No, because Kaylin doesn't touch the light switch.
No. Not if absolutely necessary.
You want to touch that one?
Bro, what are you talking about, man?
No. I don't. It's a little scary. Not that I have a fear of light switches or anything, but it's okay. So yeah, that was a lovely experience for our good friend here. And then other than that, you said we did meal prepping. What did you meal prep?
It was called, I got chicken to make, it was called spinach and mushroom and onion chicken, so I can maybe put it on rice or with pasta. I also got potatoes so I can make baked potatoes. But I'm more excited for you to say what you made.
I made chili mac and cheese.
Which I had never heard of before this.
And it was delicious.
I got a bite. It was good.
It had chili, like canned chili, and then ricotta, because I am a huge fan of ricotta. And then it had mac and cheese, so I pre-made the mac and cheese and then put it in the chili and let that sit for a little bit with a little bit of cheese on top. Chef's kiss. So freaking good. I literally am going to be eating that for my next 3 meals, so I'm very excited about that, and I think it's going to be so good. But yeah, I think that's a good week recap. Hopefully they
so
feel
far,
caught up.
I mean, week for us has been like 3 days.
Yep. Hey, short enough, long enough.
Yeah.
But here we are. And can't be more excited about it. So, on to our theme
Yep.
of the evening.
Kind of teased it a little bit earlier.
Our theme for today is talking about what life was like as theater kids.
Woo! Most of the people who are probably watching this were in theater with us.
So, this episode is all about theater and us and y'all, maybe, because, we need y'all to feel included a little
Of
bit,
course,
because we're dragging y'all down with us.
Oh, 100%. And warning, there may or may not be photos. I'll try not to put too many people from school in the photos.
Mostly it'll be us in the
but
photos, but
editing is fun when you have photos.
and it's gonna be a fun
And
ride to go over
videos.
this one. So I think we should start at the beginning. So
Should we start with our beginning in theater or at Lipscomb Theater? Because mine's different than yours.
let's just go Lipscomb
Okay.
High School.
From when I got there. Or
We can start with you starting freshman year.
Okay.
I didn't do theater freshman year because of the global pandemic.
I did, and I got
And she has some
COVID.
experience with that.
so
Go into that.
freshman year. Our show is Twelfth Night, which is Shakespeare, and it had an 80s twist to it. So that was an event. I don't have many photos and videos from this. Not that I want to put those in because freshman year was really rough. But
I think it was for everybody. That's okay.
But I went to all the shows, went to all the practices and rehearsals, did all the music, learned all the music, did all the fun stuff. And then opening night, I so happily opened a Dr. Pepper backstage talking to one of my friends, and then I realized, oh, I can't taste it. There's no taste here.
Lovely.
And my parents didn't come to opening night that night because my mom was not feeling well.
Mm-hmm.
And then I was like, you know what that means? It's just the whole family.
Knock them all out in one foul swoop.
Woo! And so I was really upset. I lost a water bottle that night too. I was really sad. I loved that water bottle.
That's a shame.
Mm-hmm.
That's
But
so
whoever
sad.
whoever took that water bottle got COVID. So
Sucks to suck. So, did you do any other shows freshman year?
no, because I was gonna do One Acts, which was the other thing that they were doing that year. But it ended up that their auditions for One Act was still in my 2 weeks of being at home. So I was like, so I couldn't do it anyway because I'm stuck at home with COVID.
So, if you're a part of the pandemic, leave. Okay? Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. We're ready for you to be gone.
Yeah.
Because I still hear people getting COVID.
and sick and
Ugh. So, that sounds terrible, actually. And actually quite unfortunate.
it was quite unfortunate. And I got a lot of my friends quarantined, but one person who I did hang out with so much didn't get quarantined, and that's her. She, for some reason, the school was like, oh, you hang out with her? No.
She's good.
No, but
She's got that.
But these other random people, yeah, they're quarantined.
They're for
though.
sure quarantined. So yeah. Sophomore year.
Oh my gosh, I don't know if you can hear it, but
There's sirens everywhere here. We live right beside the emergency unit of the hospital
we
near
live
our
by a
school.
hospital.
And the critical care team and emergency team does, in fact, drive by every single hour of the day, multiple times a day.
Oh, it was a fire truck this time. Hold. Another fire truck. Oh. Another fire truck.
We love to see it.
And that's so strange that it was all fire trucks and not an ambulance.
We love that. Maybe there was a fire. We don't love fires,
We
but
don't. We hope that whoever they're going to is okay.
we really do. And we mean that in the most sincere way possible,
Yes.
although we don't sound sincere. It just happens so many times a day.
Yeah.
Um,
And in the night.
Sophomore year.
Sophomore.
So, did you do the play sophomore year?
I did
You didn't.
not. I did
It was
not.
Clue, and neither of us did it. I wish I would have done it
I kind of wish I did it too.
because
but
Clue is one of my favorite board games,
I
actually.
love the board game. I
and
love
the movie.
movie.
So I'm kind of sad I didn't do it, but I thought when I was in high school that plays were boring, and
I know.
I didn't think
Well-
that I would ever want to just learn lines and not do any music. So I was against plays, and I wish I would have given it a shot.
I was against it because it left a sour taste, aka no taste, in my mouth the last time. I tried to do a school play, so then I decided to take a break. But then sophomore year musical came out, and if your school does this musical, how in the world can
Are
you
you
pass it
not
up?
doing it? High School Musical.
We did High School Musical.
And it was such a fun experience.
It really was.
It was very chaotic.
Oh, yeah.
Because we were underclassmen, but it was so fun. It was my first show ever with her.
It was, and this is when the typecasting begins.
Oh, right out of the gate, we get cast as skaters in High School Musical, and I thought it was a fun role.
It was. We got to dress like us normally. We got to use our own
It
wardrobe.
was just like high school kid wardrobe.
What we did with our hair and what we did with our makeup. We just had to get it approved by
The directors.
the directors.
So it was honestly a fun show. I thought being the same character in that one was kind of fun. It was like our first show together, and then we were like, "Oh my gosh, we're the same character!"
We
Like,
get to hang out the whole time. We're best friends in the show. That's so cute.
that's so cute and fun, or so we thought.
Yeah.
Which High School
'Cause
Musical was fun. It was.
was.
That was a good experience to be friends in
And-
the show.
Building that set was a lot of fun. It was called because
was
we built a
huge.
2-story set.
It was so
And it was just a fun time. We messed with Kristen a lot, who played
What a diva!
she was Kelsey. I have a funny photo of us.
She's so great.
With
I love
Kristen.
her. But she did an amazing job. But that show overall was just a very fun experience. It was kind of new for me because I had done the middle school shows,
Yeah,
But-
we both did the middle school shows.
but those are just not the same as the high school ones. The high school ones are way more developed and
Yeah.
way more of a production, which the middle school has gotten really good at their
They
middle
have.
school productions.
We've gone back and seen some of the middle school productions.
They're
'cause
actually incredible.
They were really, really good.
But we're not going to talk about our middle school shows because those were interesting, to say the least. But I think High School Musical was a very fun experience for me. So junior year was when it got so fun. I did the play this year because I thought
Yes,
it was
I did
going
not.
to be. I thought it was gonna be a good thing to try. Everybody was like, you should always just try things. Like, don't go through high school and leave something untried. Like
Yeah.
if there's something that has just even a little bit of interest, try it. Just try it. Why not? Or else you're gonna regret it. So I was like, I already love shows, so I might as well try the play out.
And I did not do the play. I was more focused on
She was the one in the right. She should not have done the play.
I'm so happy I didn't, actually. I did not miss much. I wanted to focus because I had started sophomore year. I had started doing yearbook. And the person who was in charge of the yearbook was considering me to be the editor my junior year, which was a little unheard of. And I was like, oh my goodness, I need to lock in. And then she ended up going with seniority, which is understandable, because if you're a senior and if you've been building up to the point where it's like, oh, I've done this yearbook forever, and then I'm getting passed up by somebody who's in a grade below me who's going to get to do it again the next year.
Yep.
That would be upsetting, and I totally understand. We get that very much.
We'll talk about that here in a minute, actually.
But, I did it so I could focus more on the yearbook, because that year we were very low on people who did yearbook, and I had a lot of responsibilities within making that yearbook.
Yeah.
So.
But that's why she didn't do the sophomore or the junior play. And here's what I have to say about the junior play. It was not good.
Actually, I did go see it.
You did. It was not good.
It wasn't.
Don't lie. It was not good.
It wasn't.
It was It's a Wonderful Life, the radio play, meaning, to our director at least, that since it was a radio play, we would dress up as we were from the decade that It's a Wonderful Life was made, not for the character, just for the decade, because we were cast to play characters that were playing a role only over the radio. So all of our costumes were like streetwear for the decade. I don't even remember what decade it was.
1920s?
20s maybe. '30s, I don't even know. It was something very old-timey kind of vibes. And all we did was walk our scripts up to the mic and say our lines in the mic in order of the script, obviously. And that was pretty much it.
And I mean, like, there was barely anybody who did that play, because like everybody got a part. He cut some.
No, he cut half the people that tried out and left open spots on the script.
They had somebody play two people who had an argument
with themselves.
So like it was, how dare you do this? What do you mean? I didn't do that. And they showed that to the entire school.
Mind you, that was my ex. Mind you,
yeah.
Everyone thought my ex was a psycho.
He was,
but you know, everyone saw that on stage, and
that was what they decided to show to the school, to be like, come see the play, it's great.
It was not great at all. So we put that on for selling tickets. We put that on, and it was not good in the least. Nor did I get a role the first time. I tried out and didn't get put on the cast list, and then he sent out an email within like 48 hours of the cast list coming out saying, sorry guys, I messed up. I didn't realize that I was supposed to fill out the whole cast list when I released it. Please come back if you didn't get a role. And I debated even going back, but I decided that I did actually want to try the whole play thing, and I probably shouldn't have done that one, but you know, now it's a funny memory in the back of my mind that I did in fact take part in that.
I mean, I went and saw it. It was a snooze fest. I mean, it was good. I loved seeing my bestie and some of the people that we were friends with in high school.
It had comedic parts.
I was very tired that day. Did not want to go. did not want to go.
I
And
made her
went,
go.
And, I took a photo pretending like I was there for longer. But I wasn't.
No. And I still posted it because she showed up. So, and I couldn't post half of the show because it was just terrible. It really was. But, the past is past.
The past is past.
And you know what? It's okay. It's all right. Public embarrassment 101. That was it. But our musical for junior year was one of my favorite things ever.
I really, really, really enjoyed this.
It was The Little Mermaid.
Our favorite. We love.
This show means a lot to me. I love this show. I do have to say, a little mad when the cast list came out.
Yes.
I had tried out to be Ariel, and I did get to the last round of auditions. I got callbacks. I got put in the speed run route at the end of auditions, so I know I was like the second pick, basically. And then one of my other friends got it, but it's okay. She did a great job.
We're very proud of her.
I was just sad because I knew I could have done it, and I felt like it was just kind of taken away there at the end. But I did get to be, if not that role, I did get to be my second choice probably for the show, which means I was a Mer sister, which is Ariel's sister, basically. She has a whole bunch of sisters.
Yes.
And
You were which one?
I was Aquata.
And then I originally didn't get a Mer sister role. I was going to be more ensemble because I didn't even put Mer sister down on my list. I just wanted to be ensemble because I don't really love to publicly speak, especially in front of
Yeah.
a lot of people. Like, I'm looking at a camera and there's nobody there. So it makes me feel a lot better. But in front of a lot of people, no. My social anxiety through the roof. But I ended up
Getting bumped up.
to Mer sister without putting it on my.
Because our Ursula
List.
got taken out of the show.
Yes, Ursula, the girl who was playing Ursula, got taken out, and the Mer sister who I took the place got bumped up to Ursula. And then I got to be Adrena.
Which puts us, as you can see a common theme here, as the same
As the same
general character once
again.
This is take number 2 of that, mind you.
And I would like to say most of our time being on the stage as those Mer sisters was us together, even if it was just 2 Mer sisters going out.
It was the two
of us
going out. Because who else would it be?
Yeah,
Not one
obviously.
of the other 5 people.
Especially because I wasn't even a first pick for a Mer sister
No.
yet. I was still
You
picked
had to be there.
to go. Yeah.
And you know what? At least our outfits were cute.
They were.
Maybe you can add a picture of our
I
outfits
most
from this one.
definitely
Because
have.
I loved the costumes for
No.
this. However, they were impossible to breathe in and walk in.
Yeah,
It was
no.
a corset top, which had like little detailing of it from like under the
yeah.
sea. Like we each had our own color, and then
Also, they all got to pick their colors, but since I was added
she
in
got
late,
a color that looked cute on her though.
she had a color that looked really cute on her because she had dark hair, and she would have looked good in like all gold, yellow. Me, not as much, but I still
really good on her too. She just doesn't want to admit it.
I still looked okay.
You looked good. It's okay. But I was teal. And teal was like a lot, but I thought it was cool.
It was cool.
And then our tails were like
Pencil skirts.
Pencil skirts, but not stretchy cloth pencil skirts. They were like tight fabric. I don't even know what the correct name of it is, but you could not stretch it.
No. By the end, I'm pretty sure every single Mer sister ripped their skirt
All the way up the leg.
all the way up the legs so we could walk up the stairs because the way that our theater stage was built, is that you have stairs
Everywhere.
leading all the way up to the stage.
So our skirts were basically pencil skirts, and they were tight and they were
Impossible to walk in. Every single Mer sister ended up ripping their skirts
all the way up.
all the way up so you could walk in them.
Dance
mine
in
was-
them also.
Yeah, we had to dance quite a bit in those. I don't know about y'all's, but mine was safety pin.
Mine was as well.
Shut.
Because the
And so-
zippers didn't work.
No, so we just ended up safety pinning them
On.
to us, and that was an event, especially because of quick changes, which we can go into.
Which we had a lot of in the show.
And so we were trying to walk around, not being able to breathe,
Not trying to
not
rip
being
it even
able to
more.
walk, not trying to rip it anymore. And then they decided to put 10-pound headpieces on top of us.
It was terrible.
And
They were
that was a
so
disaster.
heavy.
They wanted us to wear them the entire time, but we ended up convincing them, being like, "Hey, we'll wear them for the ceremony, but
we're
and the
not
very end, but
doing anything else with them on.
we
They
cannot
were very pretty. I'd say they were very pretty.
beautiful.
They were like these like huge like sea life creatures.
I think mine was a shell.
Mine was a starfish.
Was it, or was it a seahorse?
I think mine was a starfish. But it could have also had seahorses on it too. I don't know. There was a lot of things going on.
My corset had seahorses on it.
Yeah. But they were very pretty, just so heavy, and we were like, we
Yes.
cannot dance in these.
And we talked them out of giving us wigs.
We were not doing that.
We were not doing wigs. Could
No.
not do it. Especially because, like, I was so excited to make my hair look all mermaid-y.
And we ate.
We did.
We literally ate. And it was so cute. But we like quick changed. I was a cook, like a chef, and I was a flamingo. And let me tell you something about the flamingo. It looked inappropriate. It looked inappropriate. And when I tell you, it was a big foam head and neck coming out of my crotch with a pink, tight, full-on bodysuit underneath with tan heels. I'm not kidding. It was that. I walked out in front of my peers and my family members in that. In fact, when my family first came to the opening night, I walked out and I audibly heard my dad laugh from the audience while on stage. So if you ever feel embarrassed or like that couldn't have gone any worse, or this is really embarrassing, like I'm feeling insecure today, or whatever it may be, just know I walked out on stage in that. I did. And I did it 3 nights in a row. So,
Woo! I would like to say that I was a maid, and that skirt also was safety pinned shut, and the top didn't fit right, and so like it was always like the whole button holes were too big, so if I moved too much it would open, and that's not good actually.
no.
So that was always a jump scare, especially because I did a lot of lifting stuff in that outfit, because we had to make like a divider to like hide somebody behind so they could do a quick change, and I was like picking, and this thing was not light. They could have gotten something plastic off of Amazon for $10.
Of course not.
But no, we had to pick a metal and wooden framing
Contraption.
that I'm pretty sure like shut some people's fingers in while they were trying to paint it during set day. And it was just a disaster, actually.
It was kind of funny.
But then I was also a seagull. And honestly, I hated it in the moment,
I
but
love
looking
it.
back, I love my frat boy.
It
seagull
was one of
outfit.
the most amazing costumes I have ever seen in my life.
I
They had
an
like
amazing
red
outfit.
or orange legs.
That was also a part of
And-
it. I wore orange tights the entire time. In the entire time. So if you look too closely underneath my yellow maid skirt, you can see the orange stockings coming
Through.
like at my ankles. It's
Absolutely.
ridiculous. And like there was another girl who was also a seagull, and you can see hers too in photos, and it's just so funny because I'm like, I know exactly what I was thinking in this moment, and it's, can you see the orange legs coming out of this skirt?
The best part about the seagulls is, and I wasn't one, but I got to stand behind the stage during the part in time where they were all laying down on the floor backstage before the scene opened. And so it was just a bunch of orange legs like dangling in the air while they're all like laying down in their like huge seagull outfits, and it was quite aesthetic. Like I loved seeing
It was
that.
cold, but it honestly, it was all terrible to be in that costume because it was just layers upon layers of like fake fur and leather and or not leather, feathers. And then we had to put like black vests on over it, and we had hats that were painted, and so they were hard. It was a whole
Drastic.
moment. And the entire time I'm wearing jazz shoes after changing out of heels, and I'm
Not ideal.
no.
Not ideal. But the costumes for that show, although terrible, were also incredible memories.
They were so great. We ended up senior year. We got to the school got to accidentally lose our costumes.
So we got to take home our mermaid costumes, which was so much fun. So now we own them.
amazing. We do.
And they're fantastic. She
Love
got
'em.
to wear her top for Halloween last year too.
I did.
I was trying to find a purpose for mine, but I couldn't find anything that was going to match the color because it was just such a weird color to use. So, but we tried. She wore hers, and it had a great costume. We twinned, but it wasn't like the exact same thing.
No.
But like, it was. We can do a Halloween segment at some point, and
can.
that'll be so much fun to talk about. But just know that Halloween costume was cute. So. We love that Halloween costume. But junior year also with The Little Mermaid was a cool moment for me also because I got nominated for a Spotlight Award. Spotlights are kind of this like high school award show where like judges will come and watch all of the high schools like in the area.
So they'll come
and-
to one show, and they won't tell you which show they're going to, but a judge will come and they will watch your performance and
take notes, and then there's a one big day on social media where they will announce there's a whole bunch of different categories.
best leading man, best leading woman, best supporting man,
ensemble,
woman, ensemble,
all
funniest
those things.
character. We get awards for sets and costume design,
Audio, visuals, costumes, hair, makeup, like everything that goes behind a production basically, and the production team themselves.
Yeah.
So I got nominated for Best Ensemble Performer, which was so cool because like getting nominated for an award is like what? So that was so awesome. I got to go up on the stage at TPAC during the award show, which we had a few people from our cast get nominated for The Little Mermaid.
And we had we had a lot of nominations for
Little Mermaid.
Little Mermaid, which was great, especially because we did get nominated for our costumes, but also we handmade all of our costumes.
They were incredible.
We like sewed them together during set days. Like I made so many chef costumes.
Yeah, and skirts and pants and all that. And I pricked my finger a few times.
We love that our teacher for that, Miss Christine. She was everything. We love you. We in the moment I was not happy about having to make everything, all my costumes.
But looking back on it, I'm more proud of them though. And they're some of my favorite costumes ever.
I agree. And it makes it more personal, the fact that we made those and then they got nominated for best costumes.
So that was really super cool. And I didn't win the award, but I did get to go on the stage, which was just enough for me. I was perfectly fine with that because I was just happy to be there, honestly.
Yeah.
So that was cool, and we got to see some of our fellow castmates like get to perform for lead nominations and stuff like that, which was really cool as well. So then going to senior year.
So this is where we should mention
this one, I think.
Let's take a deep breath.
Take a moment of silence.
So, we should mention that through all of our years of doing musicals and plays in theater, in high school, they've always done seniority.
Always.
Which means the older people, the seniors in the class, get to be the main roles, basically.
Or you have way better chances of being the lead. There may be one or two underclassmen that have like a bigger role, but they're typically never the main role.
Freshmen never get main roles unless it's a man, because there was not enough
men in our high school theater program. So we get to the play for senior year. This is Peter and the Starcatcher. And now, don't get me wrong,
one of our favorite people, who is a freshman, he got the lead of Peter. And so,
but he did an incredible job.
And also, we were limited on guys, and he is literally Peter Pan in real life. But him getting Peter was a good thing. Making sure my mic was on.
And I love him. He's the sweetest ever. But he was an amazing Peter Pan. We couldn't have had a better Peter Pan, honestly. But in this show, we have a reoccurring theme once again of we were cast as the same character.
And I will say, every single time we get cast, we get cute outfits. So.
We were cute outfits. We were both pirates in this one, which pirates I wasn't mad about. I was like, my audition wasn't as great for this one, so I wasn't really expecting anything. I didn't really want like a bigger role for this one.
I also wasn't in the mood for a bigger role, especially because this year I did get head editor of the yearbook, and so I was like,
I joined her in yearbook this year, senior year.
It's hectic. It's a lot.
But we made a really cute yearbook.
We did.
It's so aesthetic. I love it. And we weren't the only ones, obviously, but like, it was cute.
We had a lot more people.
It was
senior year compared to my junior year.
So anyways, we weren't going for like crazy roles in this one.
But we had friends that were going for bigger roles.
And to no one's surprise, the lead was a freshman.
It was a freshman.
A freshman. Keep that in mind.
By the way, we got a new director. It was not our favorite amazing director that we've had
for Little Mermaid
before,
or for High School Musical, because we switched directors all 3 years. And
we loved our director for High School Musical as well.
We love her. But this was a new person, and so freshman is cast as
the lead.
We'll call this freshman 1 to not name drop anybody. But she got cast, and we were like, oh, okay. Like,
I mean, it was the
role
lead
was
supposed to be a kid, so like freshie 1 can have this.
Like, we'll be okay.
Yeah.
one of our best friends wanted it, so I was a little upset for her because
I was really sad for her.
I know that she would have done an amazing job at it, but we were like, okay, it's whatever, right? Gets the role. It's okay, whatever. But we go on with our lives as pirates. We do an amazing job as pirates.
We loved it. We loved just being a part of the cast. It's like half the fun. And building the sets, set days are always fun, especially.
These sets were awesome.
Those sets were cool. We built
a whole ship.
And that was awesome. So fun.
But we can't talk about the show without telling a story about the show in one of our lovely rehearsals.
Yes, we must.
Now, let's take a second to talk about as what many of y'all would call my favorite person ever. That's satire, by the way. Yeah. She is not my favorite person ever. She is one of the musical directors for the shows. Mm-hmm. I got cast as a mermaid.
In Peter and the Starcatcher.
It was one of my it was a second character for that show, and she was asked who would do the best job at soloing for the mermaid song in the show, to which she said me, because I have been a part of her music curriculum for years now, like since 4th grade. And once she realized what it is that she signed me up for, she was not the happiest camper with me because she just doesn't like me for whatever reason. I'm still yet to know.
Like, and this is not like being like, oh, she doesn't really like her.
No. She really doesn't like me.
This teacher does not like Kay.
Not
at all.
At all. Like, it's bad. And she's like yelled at me a few times. You know, nothing like. There was one time when we were in rehearsal and there was bad weather and it was like tornado or something.
It was a tornado. I remember because Kristen and I had to walk to overflow parking, which is like down and across the street, and like the tornado was going to be happening. It was flash flooding,
and my dad had said that it was like time to go, like I needed to go, and because he was there to pick me up because I wasn't driving myself at the time. And
this was sophomore year, by the way,
and he had told me that it was like time to go, and so I went up to her and I was like, hey, my dad's here, like I have to leave, like the weather's getting really bad, all this kind of stuff. And she was like, well, is that on your
conflict sheet?
Conflict form? Which our conflict form for a subnote is basically a sheet that you fill out prior to starting the show that lists any known
after-school conflicts
before the show starts, so they know not to schedule you for things. But obviously, this kind of situation would not be on a conflict sheet.
This is actually a freak of nature.
Like,
and
who would put this on their sheet?
Actually, I did know prior. Actually, I knew months prior that there was going to be a tornado and flash flooding today.
It's like I have ESPN or something.
And she put that on her conflict sheet. However,
obviously,
I am not a weatherman, and I didn't know that. So therefore, I didn't put it on my conflict sheet, which may seem like a shock to you since you did know. But I didn't do that. So that's on me. That's really on me. But I responded to her question of, is that on your conflict sheet, with, no, ma'am, it is not on my conflict sheet. So I walked away because I thought I need to have a minute to recollect my thoughts after being asked such a normal question.
Yeah. Because, like, like, obviously everybody knew about the tornado.
Obviously.
For
So
months.
I went back and texted my dad and I said, Dad, this isn't on my conflict sheet. What do you want me to do?
So crazy.
Meanwhile,
that
it
this
is
real.
pouring outside, and my dad is sitting in the truck in front of the school waiting for me. And he goes, tell her your dad is outside, and he's going to come in there and talk to you if you don't let her leave. So I proceeded to walk back up to the desk where she was sitting, the piano where she was sitting, and said, hey, my dad's outside. I'm going. I'll see you tomorrow. And she just goes, well, fine. And like raises her voice and rolls her eyes and like gets all mad because I had to leave. I was like, girl, what are we talking about? So that was sophomore year. She apparently gets mad with the choir after I leave because
Oh, I did stay, even though I obviously knew there was a tornado and flash flooding.
obviously.
But she did, in fact, get mad at the soprano section, which she put me in. And let's be honest, I'm not a soprano.
I am.
She is. I'm not.
She
And
did put her butt in the soprano section, though,
Yeah.
because she wanted to stand by me. And so, therefore, she got put in the same section as me, although she's not in my
course.
section at all.
No.
But it's okay.
But also, I just, can't sing in general. So.
She's not that bad. She just likes to think she is, but it's okay.
But anyway.
I saw that.
But anyway, she really just got mad at our section because we weren't strong enough. Because A, I'm a bad soprano. B, our best soprano left because C, there's a tornado and flash flooding.
Which
So,
she knew about.
I obviously knew prior.
So, yeah.
So yeah, and then the next week, actually, I had to leave practice early. And it was not on my conflict sheet, but obviously Kaylin knew that Asia, my sister's aide, my sister has autism. My sister aide had gotten out of school before I do, and obviously we were out late because of play practice, and I get a call from Asia, and she was like, hey, I'm going into labor. Can you come watch your sister, please? Because my sister can't be alone.
But I had already put this on my conflict sheet.
Yes. Obviously, it was on her conflict sheet, but not mine.
Yeah, obviously.
And so I was like, oh my goodness. I am on my way. And I walk my butt up to, hey, so I have a family emergency. I have to go. And she was like, is it on your conflict form?
Obviously.
I say, no, ma'am, it's not on my conflict form.
It's an
It's emergency. So, Asia's going into labor, and you have the audacity to ask me, is it on your conflict sheet?
Obviously.
Of course. It's obviously on Kaylin's, but not
Yeah.
mine.
Yeah.
So I look at her like she has 5 heads, and I kind of am like, are you asking me that for real? And then she was like, is it on your conflict sheet? And I'm like, it's a family emergency. My sister cannot be alone, and Asia is not going to take my sister to a hospital, where Bond is also allergic to everything, and including medicine.
Bond is her sister.
Yes. And medicine and a whole bunch of things. She's allergic to cleaning supplies. Honestly, at this point, I'm surprised she's not allergic to some types of air. So, no, she's not going to take Bond to a hospital. Also, Bond does not deal with change well, she does not deal with going to the hospital or the doctor very well. So she's not
That was not
going
to be an option for her.
And
basically.
so I look at this teacher and go, no, I'm sorry, it was not on my conflict form, but this is a true emergency. So can I go? And she was like, you're leaving behind your group, and that is not very good. You're going to be behind. You're not going to know the music. And I'm like, I can read the music later. I don't know how to read music, actually. I just listen to the tune and hope for the best. Literally. So I'm not musically trained. I'm here because my friends are here.
Right.
So I start to walk away, and she's like, what's the family, like, can you deal with it over the phone? I'm like,
No,
girl,
I'm leaving.
my sister, I didn't want to explain the whole war of Bond in Asia and so on. My sister's going into labor, and I need to go watch my other sister. And I said she was like a kindergartner because that's like where Bond's mentally is. And so I'm like, and she's like a baby, so I can't. I have to leave right now, actually. And she was like, fine. And like she was pissed at me for like a week. I was like, are you kidding?
Like, girl.
And I promise you, The Sopranos did not miss me. Because once again, I can't sing.
And she just has no respect. Like, there's just no respect for anybody. And the director's like in her 30s, like going on like about to be in her 40s, arguing with some 15 to 18-year-old kids for fun in her free time. Which is just like, girl, what are you
Exactly.
What are you talking about? So, fast forward to senior year.
Yes.
We're back to the play now, which we had to give you the background so that you would understand the gravity of this situation.
How insane this teacher is.
Yes. So,
and how intense she can be.
Yeah. So, I'm a mermaid, and I have this little solo song in the show, right? And it's going well. I have it memorized. Like, the whole thing is good. We're good to go. I'm like the main mermaid, and then there are a bunch of like extra mermaids kind of around, but I'm the one singing like the main solo part. And we run it. It's a Friday. It goes well. Only thing I forget is this 3-word phrase where there's a lot of background vocals on it, so every other mermaid is also singing vocals at the time that I would be saying this 3-word phrase, and I just forgot to say it during the rehearsal. Now, it is so common in rehearsals for people to forget lines, for people to mess up something, for people to not come out on time, costume malfunction, prop loss, anything like that. All manner of mistakes happen. It's a dress rehearsal. Keep that in mind. Dress rehearsal.
Not even dress rehearsal. It's just practice.
It's just a regular practice. And we're just running through the motions. Many people messed up on that Friday. It's important that it was a Friday because after this rehearsal, she didn't give us any notes on that, and so we all went home for the weekend.
Actually, it wasn't even a full cast rehearsal. It was just mermaids because I wasn't there.
Yeah. And 2 weeks, maybe a week before dress rehearsal, but it was just like specialty rehearsals. And so, because we had to like run the song. But we ended up running it and it was fine, and she didn't give us any notes or anything. We went home for the weekend. And that means that 2 days went by for whatever anger or emotion she felt about the situation to die down, you know? Like,
or ramp up.
Which apparently that's what happened, because when we get to school on Monday for rehearsals, she sits us down as a full cast to do notes from Friday's rehearsal. She does all of the notes. Both the directors do the notes, and she's the last person to do her notes. So the very last one. Notes take up probably 30, 45 minutes, if not more. And it was her. She was the last one. I had like no notes other than just like fix your face or do whatever.
Smile.
Everybody had things that were like, make sure you're not forgetting this line. Make sure you're not doing this. Make sure you're not forgetting this.
Make sure you walk out on time. Make sure you're getting the steps right.
Almost everybody had gotten a note at this point. Almost everybody.
If it's like in groups, not directing like at exactly some one person unless they were a lead.
But it included pretty much everybody. Yeah. And so my group had been mentioned, but I had not been mentioned personally. So we get to the music director, and she's last, and she gets all the way through her notes, and the very last note, she looks up from her paper and looks in the audience, which we were all sitting in the actual pews of the auditorium.
And, like, some of us are like I'm sitting next to Kaylin. Our bags are
like in little pods, like with your friends, whatever. Because
working on homework, waiting for practice to actually start.
It was very chill, and she looks up at me after all of these notes, and she's like, "Where's Kaylin?" And like raises her voice and directs all of her attention to me, and I'm like, I'm right here, like, no need to raise your voice, I'm sitting right here. And so I just say that I'm right here, and she goes, "What did you miss?" Mind you, we hadn't rehearsed this day yet. She was referring to Friday. Like, we hadn't done anything yet. So I was like, "What do you mean?" And she's like, "Well, what did you miss?" So my first thought was, it's probably the solo, because, like, that's the only thing that she would have been able to pick out from what I did, you know? And so I'm like, I'm guessing something in the song. I don't know. And then she's like, "Do you have your music?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then she said, "Well, get it out." Like, she like raised her voice at me to get it out. It was already out. Like, I already had it in my lap. Like,
I was sitting right next to her.
My notes were already there, and I picked up my binder out of my lap, and I was like, "It's right here." And then she goes, "Okay." And then at this point, one of our friends, won't name names, it's a he friend, and he was sitting behind me, and he like went to wipe his nose. He wasn't saying anything. He wasn't doing anything. He was just sitting behind me.
He
kind of
used
like
his sleeve.
He was
and like did
up,
this.
He was like leaning up on the row that I was sitting on, and he just like went to wipe his nose. And the director fully was like, "Move down the row. Why are you talking to her? Like,
can't you see I'm talking to her? Why are you?
Like,
move."
And then he goes, "Oh, okay, like, I didn't say anything, but I'll move." And he scoots over like 2 seats, like a normal
like
person.
About 2 seats away.
And then she's like, "No, further." And like pushes her arm all the way out. And I'm like, what? I'm sitting there like, this is so embarrassing, because like he didn't say anything to me at all. And this anger was coming from her anger from me. She was completely taking it out on him. And then she just continued to say further, 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 until he was literally about to fall off the pew. Like, he was fully about to get up and sit in the floor at the end of the pew.
I thought she was going to start saying, like, further, as in, like, further back. Like, go back, like, 8 pews. Because she just, like, would
kept
not
saying it.
Stop. Further. 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 I was like, lady, what?
We were like, are you like, I was sitting there like, so like, what is she even talking about? Because it went from like getting yelled at for me to him getting like pushed down a row. And I was like, what is going on? And then she was like, "Okay, now back to you." And like directed her attention back.
I was scared to even like look towards Kaylin, because I thought I was gonna get screamed at.
Everyone was looking at me, and I was like, okay. And so then she goes, "We're gonna run this again until you get it right." And I fully got on the stage and did it right in the first try, and she was so mad that she couldn't even look at me. And then she was like, "That was good, but we need to do it again." And I was like, so
she missed 3 words, and you could barely even hear those words because there's other people around her singing.
Right. So basically I proved her wrong like that, and She just doesn't like me. But I did talk to the people that were sitting in the booth post that event, and the gravity that she was putting on the situation was so intense that the people in the booth thought that that whole situation was her yelling at the entire group. So basically she was just very, very aggressive, very inappropriate. She just was like, it was like verbal assault kind of, like,
yeah, it was not necessary at all. Like, honestly, it could have been something she talked about, like, during, like, okay, let's run this one scene one time. Kaylin, you forgot this 3-word phrase. Can you just make sure you get it, remember it, recite it, blah, blah, blah. But no, it had to be a lecture in front of everybody.
in front of everyone. And if she would have just talked to me one-on-one, it could have been resolved so much cleaner, and everything could have been way more civilized.
Also, these practices are from not just like at 4. It's from 3 to almost 10. 11, depending on the day. These
are long, exhausting rehearsals.
It's not a short amount of time.
Not at all. So it was already a long day, and then she wanted to do all that to me right after we just got out of school, and I was like, oh, okay, that's cute.
Yeah.
But then we get to senior musical. And this show really just made me mad.
Yeah.
I really was not happy until it was over. It was Anything Goes.
Which, honestly, shocking that we did Anything Goes, especially because of how inappropriate the actual musical is. Like, it's a wild musical for a high school to be doing in the first place. But also, the casting for this was also very interesting.
And we auditioned. We got the cast list back. It was kind of devastating for us because we once again were cast as the same thing. This time we were FBI agent 1 and 2.
Woo! And like this time we both went out for bigger roles.
We felt like we had prepared enough. We felt like,
and we both ended up getting callbacks for both of the roles.
And we were like super excited. It was kind of like we worked up all this time and spent a lot of energy in perfecting the skills that we had acquired throughout high school. Like, it was our last show, so we tried to do something that was bigger.
And we really tried for the roles because we knew that they weren't going to do seniority again because they didn't do it for the play. So why in the world would they do it for the musical? Which is also just upsetting because, you know, we spent our entire time not being able to have that, and then as soon as it's like, oh my goodness, we finally get to have it,
nothing,
just stripped from us.
We get the most insignificant ensemble characters in the entire cast book. It literally on the entire thing. And the lead was once again Freshie number 1.
And that was just upsetting because we have a friend that deserved that role. She
truly
deserved that role.
Which she did an amazing job in the role that she was given.
She did. She was great, whatever.
However,
but
she would have done an incredible job in that role as well. And I know, like, I was upset because my role was just, like, so little.
Yeah, I felt worse for you because, I mean, like, I went out for a role that was a bigger role, quote unquote, but it wasn't a main character, and then got cast as ensemble. I was a side, I wanted to be a side character, and then got casted ensemble.
And then I went out for a lead, and it was a role that I felt was perfect for my skill set. It had minimal dancing. It was a lot of vocals in the soprano range, which is something that I am professionally trained in. And I had worked really hard for it. I even, like, helped coach other people for the audition that had come and asked me for help. Like, I was beyond ready for the role. Like, it was something that I was really looking forward to. And then I got cast as an ensemble character, and I was like, oh, okay, thank you for that. Not a care in the world. They did not care. So I just had to sit in the background, basically, for that whole show. We both did, and it was kind of just upsetting, more so. But the friends that had the bigger roles did an amazing job, and also our other senior friends at the time that were cast as ensemble we got closer with because we got to hang out with them a lot.
Yeah, we did.
So which kind of helped put together that little group of friends there at the end, which we were already friends with them, but I feel like we definitely got closer and built those relationships up more. But it was all just kind of upsetting for our grade overall because I just felt like we were kind of just and there were a lot of roles that we could have had. They just chose to give them to underclassmen, and we were like, okay, it's our last show in high school, and
you gave majority of the seniors ensemble.
Yeah. So we were all a little upset about that, especially because the freshman was the main lead.
Freshie one.
She was not only the lead for our senior play, but also our senior musical.
Yeah.
So we were just like, it could have happened once, but it happened twice.
Yeah,
and that's where it
honestly,
kind of causes problems.
It was bad because her romantic interest was a senior while she was a freshie.
Yeah.
And also the role that she got chosen to play, which was a very scandalous role
as a
15-year-old, was not
correct.
Not correct.
It should not have happened. It was just not a correct thing.
Because I remember when they announced, "Oh, Anything Goes," I was like, "I've never heard of it. Let's look it up." And we looked it up in math class, and our entire math class ended up
like,
watching that and was like, "Y'all are gonna perform this?
Yeah.
We might come see it." And I was like,
And there was a song in it, and even the girl that got the lead, no, she was like, "Are we even gonna do this song?"
Yeah.
Because that's like how much it was like.
It was a scandalous song.
And we were like, oh, okay. We ended up doing that one though, the one that she was asking about, because that was the Gabriel one. But you know, it was just kind of like,
we just didn't do the dance moves for it.
No. But that whole show was just kind of meh. But we did, as a show, get nominated to perform at TPAC for the Spotlight Awards for this year, which was really cool because she was already in the dance group for that one.
I was, honestly, they probably did use me as ensemble for the dancing part, but
I was ensemble in this one because they wanted me to take over vocals for the lead princess who couldn't sing and dance at the same time during the big song. So I had to sing her vocals for her and not get credit for it in the background. You know, because what else would I be there for? So when it got time to do the actual show at TPAC and we were doing the big group number, me and one of my other friends that was ensemble, we walked up to the directors and we were like, hey, put us in this number.
We want to perform.
We want to dance this number. We're going to sing this number, because they were already going to put us on just the mics, but we were like, we're going to learn the dance. We're doing the dance. That's the least you could do, is let us dance. So we learned the whole tap number in, what was it, a week? And got to sing and dance at TPAC for that one, which was amazing.
It was a lot of fun.
So that was probably the highlight of that whole show, was just getting to perform at TPAC.
And I would like to say that our overall director for the show put me in charge of hair and makeup for the show, because I ended up doing most of Ensemble's hair, and
I helped too.
Helping out with makeup as well for both Peter and the Starcatcher and Anything Goes. And then we got nominated for a hair and makeup award, and then that director picked two people who did not do anybody else's hair or makeup. I love them. They're our friends. We love you, I swear. But I was a little pissed off that I did probably so much hair, lost so many bobby pins, and got
Put in
zero
the time
credit.
and effort and then just didn't get any credit for it.
Yeah, that was upsetting.
So our common theme was not getting credit for the things that we did do and not getting put in positions that we could do things that more people would see in general,
Yeah.
which was super frustrating. And we were like, oh, okay, time to say sayonara to y'all because
Yeah.
we're not doing this anymore. But I do think performing at TPAC was worth staying in the show. I think that was worth going through the whole process, was
It was.
at least to just get to that. So to kind of wrap things up a little bit, our high school theater times were fun.
They were, as much as we complained, we did enjoy them.
They were
And
quite fun.
it
Seniority
was always
sucks though.
Seniority does suck. It was always fun going back the next day to school after our whole night of practice and then walking in to our morning group and talking about what we did. And well, from talking about our endeavors and the shows to our morning group advisory, the guys were people who would not do shows, and they would listen to us for some reason and really enjoyed hearing about our struggles of not being able to breathe and walk, and all the drama that happened within the
cast. And
if there's one thing about theater and drama, there's drama,
so much drama.
behind
So much.
all that.
So if you've ever been scared to do theater, I do recommend trying it. It seems a little intimidating at times, for sure.
Oh yeah.
But it's probably one of my favorite memories, like, to pull things from of all time. Like, obviously, this is going to be longer because we could talk about it all
Forever.
day. But it truly is truly such a fun experience.
It is, and it might seem scary, and like if you don't want to talk as somebody who has severe anxiety, you don't have to have a big role
You can
to
always
enjoy
go for a
it.
smaller role.
Also, sometimes being ensemble is more fun than doing the leads.
That way you don't have to
because-
worry about learning and memorizing as much stuff.
Yeah, because it's just basically it's hanging out with your friends the whole time, and then
And get your friends to do it with
it
you.
is you should.
It's so much fun. It's stressful at times, for sure, and exhausting, but it is so much fun.
It
And
really
I wouldn't trade it for the world. I love it. It was quite sad to leave, honestly, but
It was.
it was time to go. It really was. However, it was a really good experience, I'd say. So, if you want a piece of advice from us
Yeah.
on this, try the things in high school. I think if there's any thought in your mind that might be interesting, give it a shot. If you're normally a fine arts kid and a sport seems interesting to you, try it out.
Yeah.
Go for the team. If you don't make the team, that's okay. If you want to go do some intramural thing or do that, try it. If maybe you think you can't sing, try choir. See if you can try
And
something.
If you feel like you can't sing or you can't dance, but you do want to be involved in it somehow, some way, try theater.
Try tech. You can always be behind the scenes.
We have some friends who got highlighted at Spotlight Awards for being great tech people, and we loved them.
And they loved that position
They did.
for the time that they've been in it as well. So there's always so many opportunities. And majority of my friends came from doing those things. So I'd say just give it a shot.
Yeah.
If it doesn't work out, you don't have to do it again. But if it does work out and you do love it, be glad you tried it early so that way you can continue to do it throughout your time in high school, because high school is all about trying new things, meet new people,
Oh yeah.
and doing the whole thing. So that's all I have to say. I
I think that's gonna be it for today.
I hope y'all enjoyed, and we sure enjoyed talking about this. So,
We did. We could probably go for another hour if we.
but we're not gonna make y'all listen to that. So
because it'll just be a lot of ranting.
yeah, and that's okay.
Hopefully you enjoy all the photos that we put in.
I hope you really do, and you'll have to let us know what you think, because we have many opinions on them. So
I would just like to say, after show Sonic runs are the best thing ever, and I miss them very much.
And I now want Sonic.
You want to go get Sonic?
We may have to go get Sonic. Low
Can
key.
you drive? Because my car's almost out of gas.
Yo, I can do that.
Okay.
So yeah, we've got
We're gonna
places
go.
to be and people to see. So we love y'all, and y'all are the best ever. Bye-bye.
Bye.